Make no excuses now, I'm talking here and now.
My passion is into managing and moving the millennials so that they can fulfill their fullest potential, making them profitable and productive for your companies. My dear friends, before I start, I would like to ask a question. How many of you here work with millennials? Can I see a show of hands, please? Excellent. How many of you here know if you are a millennial or not? Millennials are technically people below the age of 35, the Gen Ys and the Gen Zs. And I got to know the millennials because I was once like that as well. I grew up in the town of Bukit Mertajam in Butterworth, Penang, where Dr. Lee Chong Wei came from. At the same time, I was also a victim of bullying. But even though I was a victim of bullying, that helped me understand people more, that people want to be understood, that people want positive attention. And I've dedicated my life through Thriving Talents to understand and help organizations and leaders to hit the hot buttons that will turn the millennials on. Which is why today I'm here to share with you a practical strategy session on the 6 hot buttons that you need to push and press to turn them on, okay? Now you're going to see the 6 hot buttons from self-centered to emotional, visual, start to finish, easy facts and contrast. We will go through it in big concept, followed up with takeaway points for you. Let's start off with self-centeredness. It is human nature since the day of the caveman that we are all looking out for ourselves. Because we are confined to our tribes, we need to hunt for food for our loved ones, which is why when you want to talk to the millennials, it is important for you to think that even though they may share of their passion to change the world, they are all self-centered inside. And what you can do is align their personal goals with your companies. And remember, every conflict that you face with the millennials comes from misexpectation. But talking about expectation, let's talk about feeding the emotions of the millennials. I'm always a believer, as inspired by Petronas award-winning ads, people don't buy facts, people buy emotions. So when you want to speak to your millennials, tell them your story. Share with them the cause of why they should join your organization. Something we could learn from Huawei in the latest spat between President Donald Trump and them. The third point I wish to share is about going visual. Get your millennials to imagine, to envision how would it feel like to be involved in your company. Because seeing and imagining is believing, as inspired by Bill Gates, of putting a personal computer in every household. So what can you do, my dear friends? Have a vision board. Remind your employees, the millennials, what are the goals that they can achieve with you. Show them their career path. Show them the exciting opportunities that they can grow with you. And moving on to our 4th point. People hate to be left hanging, which is why I always start with your millennials, explaining to them their career path in your company, and always share with them the finish. The golden nugget here, my dear friends, is to share with them throughout the journey, how would you be supporting them, and how no matter how little or small their contributions are, will make a huge difference in your company. They want to invest their time, their effort, their ingenuity to know that they are serving you well, and you are recognizing them. Next, we have easy facts. You need to set your millennials up to win. And how do you do that? Share with them success stories, facts about your past achievements or your past achievers. Get them to role model after them. Show them how it has been done. Because when it has been done before, it can be done better. The success can be amplified even more. Remind them that one big goal in your team. Keep them focused. Keep them going. Last but not least, the 6th point, my dear friends, contrast. It is rather unfortunate. Us as human beings, we love to compare. So when you talk to your millennials, show them the positives, the before and after. How were they when they first joined your firm? Where were they? Where can they envision themselves to be? And then once they've achieved well in a project with you, show them how far they have grown. They will fall in love with you that way. But at the end of the day, in managing, motivating, pushing the millennials, there are only 3 major ultimate applications I wish to share with you. Number 1, conversations leads to clarity. Celebrate no matter how small the wins with your millennials and align their expectation. But being a CEO and a founder who runs a group of millennials, with me being the dinosaur at the age of 32, I've learned one thing. Progression always beats perfection. Remember, it's an experimentation, and that's what makes life fun. But after all my sharing, I wish to remind you, my dear friends, treat the millennials like how you would treat anyone and love anyone from any generation. The millennials are just a label. We're all just human beings after all. Thank you.